Happy Sunday. It's good to be back. Hope we are back to our normal scheduled program. Let me see. Let me start with you all. Um, what are you reading today? In the comments, tell us what you're reading, what you're doing, what you're eating, how things are going, everything of that nature. And I will start right up here. Blake, you are up first.
I don't want to be first. That's why I was making the faces.
Well, then
I'm not prepared.
That's why you come late, not early, friend.
I know. Kidding. But it's true though. Okay. I will probably have leftover pizza for dinner. I have my fan going, so I feel like I'm Fabio.
It is blowing in the wind,
right? It's so hot. I mean,
No, I
it's
don't
not
blame
bad today, but I just feel like it's not hot enough to like run the air. Right now it's like 70 something, and so it just gets like really like hot in the house.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like 77, I think. So, and for St. Louis in June, that's pretty good. But yeah, so poor Storm. I think I sent all my storms down to her last night. Sorry.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Although Joplin got it worse than we did. So,
Did they?
Yeah, they ended up like calling it a tornado warning for them. Jeez. Because and I think it was more like winds, but it was just so bad. Like 80, yeah. They said like 80-mile-an-hour winds, and then like a torrential, rain and everything. And we got a little bit of that, but not quite as much. But I was just up watching it all, just like, please go away. It started. It kind of like let off about 1 o'clock. So it's like, okay, now I can go to sleep. So.
Yeah, we're supposed to get hit on Wednesday, so I'm sure we'll be texting back and forth. So,
yeah.
And then I'm reading. Let's see. I don't know. Cross My Heart and Hope You Die. It's by Mallory Arnold. It's a slasher, and it comes out in July. My ARC copy of Fever Dream by Elsie Silver.
Oh,
because Roxy and I have it. I haven't started it. Have you, Roxy?
No, not yet, but I really want to.
Okay, we can start it whenever. And then Something Wicked, I think, is actually the Cozy Mystery by Gretchen Rue. Oh. But I think it's the British version, and I think they marketed it as like a cozy-ish romance instead of a cozy mystery. So it's under a different title and cover. So, but it's the same book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's but I can't remember which one it actually is supposed to be. I think it's one of her first in her teen mysteries. So, yeah. What about you, Fiona?
First of all, I finished a book this afternoon or this evening just before I came on. It's an arc from an author, which I really. It's The Cinnamon Spell Shop Bakery by Ella Cook.
Yeah.
And this was just an absolute delightful read. I now have to go and do some baking because I agreed with the author that I would do almost like a book and a bake for her, do a review plus do some baking and try and sort of figure out a couple of the recipes from the book. So really, really enjoyed that. Also reading The Other Bennett Sister by Janice Tadlow and Tapping the.
That's a chunky book.
It's chunky. Mm-hmm. It's good.
I need to read it.
Mary Bennett is basically concentrating on Mary Bennett, but we're also getting regurgitation of Pride and Prejudice.
Right.
Which can be a bit annoying, if I'm honest, so I am enjoying it though. I'm enjoying the way she reads. Dinner was crispy duck with pancakes, oyster sauce, cucumber, and a spring onion. One thing I would like to say is thank you to Cajun for my wonderful cushion.
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah, so I got this for my birthday. So she
said, happy birthday, that's adorable.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, so right, okay, I need you guys' help. I've got 4 books and I don't know which one to start. So you guys there get to vote. School and Sky by Mabel Esther Allen, which is the 3rd book in the Sky School series. Further Tales from the Shalley School by Lisa Townsend. This is short stories from the Shalley School series. A New Chapter at the Borrow Bookshop by Kylie Dunbar. Or The Daisy Chain Flower Shop by Laurie Gilmore.
Um,
Oh.
I'm voting for that because I just finished it
What,
this week.
one?
Yes, I'm voting for that one. I just finished it this week, and I want to talk with somebody about a scene that happened in that book.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Right. Blake, what are you voting for?
I like Laurie Gilmore as a friend and as a writer, so I picked that one.
Yeah.
Tiffany, you the same?
The yes, because that's the only I've read that series, not the whole series, but yes. And I
What
like
was
the
the
cover.
bookshop one again?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the outlier, and I'm Kylie Dunbar because I've read her before and I like her, and I didn't care for
What was that one called?
other
The
author.
new chapter.
It's called a new chapter of the Borrow Bookshop by Kylie Dunbar. It's the last book that she has at the moment in the Borrow Bookshop.
Then you need to read it so you're caught up on the series.
I also want to say I really love the cover of book 1
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you held up.
These two.
I'm going with the bookshop one.
Okay.
I'm going with the bookshop one.
Sarah.
3 for 3, sweetie.
Oh,
It
Lord.
depends on. Do you want? I can be the tiebreaker. Do you
Okay.
want spice?
I've just had spice in the book I've just read.
Do the
So-
bookshop.
Do the bookshop. Right there,
Yeah.
go, you guys. Sorry for taking up
And
time.
then read the other one next.
I'll read the other
Yeah.
one next.
Yep.
Okay, right. Okay, Emily, on you go.
Well, I should be reading research for a grad school project, but my brain is just like, screw it, I ain't doing it. Even though it's 20-page papers due in 2 weeks, but oh well. I just started Good Spirits today.
Ooh.
It's for prompt for the Amazing Readathon. I'm only on like page 5. But the first sprint, I'm going to be listing this bag of books on my Pingo shop. I've unhauled 55 books in the last 3 days because I'm trying to. I'm having to be brutal, and it's gross how many like unread books that I'm unhauling, and some of them I bought brand new. But it's got to be brutal when I have to pack up my belongings. How about you, Roxy?
I am still reading Fury Bound by Sable Sorson. I'm gonna finish it one day. I'm enjoying it, just I haven't had a lot of time to read, but I'm 46% into it. What about you, Storm?
I am gonna finish my chapters in Paradise Lost by J.A. Jance, which is the Joanna Brady book that we are working on this week. Just started it today. And then it'll probably be something else to listen to because my eyeballs are too tired to read right at this moment. I just don't know what that might be. I do need to edit a video as well. So, we'll see.
I need to catch up on some reading because yesterday, for whatever reason, my body was just like, you need to sleep today. So when your body tells you that, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So that's what I did yesterday. But anyway, first sprint, I'm probably going to do my reading of the day of my nostalgia book, which is book number 3 in the Sweet Valley High series, Playing with Fire, in that great classic of literature, Sweet Valley High. And then I'm in the mood for a mystery, and I saw this one pass by on my Instagram yesterday, because that's what I was doing instead of reading, was laying here in bed scrolling my phone I should have just picked up the damn book. But anyway, I came across this book, and it looked really good. It's by a Canadian author, and it takes place in Canada. It's her first novel as well. It's her debut. It's called Voted Most Likely to Murder by Lacey Moon, Moone. I don't know if it's Mooney or just Moon. But anyway, it's about a woman who is out of work, living back with her parents in Nova Scotia, and she goes to her school reunion, her high school reunion, and finds the jock of the school dead. And she's going to play the amateur sleuth. And the cover just absolutely sold me. You got to look it up because it's like the class pictures. Thank you. Yes.
Oh,
So I'm going to start it today. I found a copy. That's all I'm going to say is I found myself a copy of it. So
What's that called?
It's
voted most likely to murder.
nice.
Crooked Lane sent it to me.
It doesn't come out on audio until the end of next month, but I haven't been listening to a lot of audio lately anyway, so I am okay with it. But yeah, that's what I am. I got a category on the go, but anyway, that's what I'm going to be focusing on tonight. Elizabeth, welcome. What are you reading?
Hello. Wow, it's a full house. Hello, everybody. Tiffany, did you get a haircut? Your hair looks really pretty.
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
It's good. Everybody looks
Thank
good. So I may not get to stay on too long. We have been out. We just walked in the door. We've been running errands ever since church, and we just bought a printer, which is going to go right here. So I'm sure my husband is going to want to get it installed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of stuff he needs to copy. But I brought this is my for fun stack. I have my ebook, which is still one of the Garden Girls Mysteries by Hope Callahan. And this afternoon in the car, because my husband was driving, I've read like 2 or 3 chapters in my Grace Livingston Hill book. It's called Carrie. I finished Amaral, so that one's Carrie. This is the thing I need to read today. If I stay for sprints, I need to read my chapter in the most famous illegal Goose Creek Parade. And I'm reading Spencer's Mountain, which is the book that the Waltons was based on. And I finally am back into Steel Meadow Calendar. I just read. Sorry, I have a cat that's just about to. She went like this to step on buttons. No telling what.
Yes, I know that.
She's like, oh, what can I touch?
Yeah.
I had only read January, February, and I finally now have read March, April, and May. So I'm going to read June and then probably put it down to finish up to read some other things for Slice of Life. I filmed a mid-month wrap up for like the first 10 days of the month, and I'm still editing that. I'm still editing my May wrap up. It's like people who don't do YouTube don't understand how hard editing is, and I probably edit things to death too. I do more than most, so it's my own fault. I bring it on myself, but it's
because I'm pretty sure I gave you a coronary the one time, Elizabeth, when I said I don't actually rewatch when I edit.
Oh my goodness, yeah. No, I watch.
Me neither.
I watch a few times to make sure, and then when I upload it, I watch it again, which gives myself the first view. I watch it again to make sure that all is well. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna just stay on here and until he comes knocking at the door and saying, "Hey, I need to get in there." So, they're like being in the bathroom. Hey, let me in. I need to get in there.
I have several books on the go. I am reading our group read for the Goose book. I just started it.
Oh, good. What do you think so far?
So I got that going. I'm a little behind because I was waiting on it. And
You're never behind.
Reading Looking for Salvation at the Dairy Queen. And I'm reading an arc of the newest grilled cheese shop. And I'm reading a hockey romance. Now, here's the thing. The reason that I'm really behind, all 4 of those are ebooks. So,
oh, wow.
Which, yes. And I'm a slow ebook reader. And I'm like bouncing around, that sort of thing. Playing bumper cars and all that. So, yes. Well, it is really
all print books too.
Really good to see everybody.
Slow.
Let us hop into the comments.
Before you do, Tiffany, I don't know if anybody, if you guys saw I did a quick message on the Killing Time with Cozies Discord. The new Jacqueline Frost of the Christmas Farm arc is available in NetGalley now.
Yeah, it's a read now, I think, right now.
Oh, they usually put those on as read nows. Nice, thank you.
I've got it. I got it last week. So I'm like, yes,
nice.
Just in time, Sarah, for our little.
I've only ever read book 1, so at some point I'm gonna have to just go ahead and buy book 2. Yeah. So
yeah.
Which series?
The Christmas Tree Farm series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Mary Jo said, "Hi everyone. I'm still reading People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's good to see you. Not sure how much I'll be on. We might be getting thunderstorms the next few hours. If they get bad, I'll have to hop off. Absolutely. And I hope everything stays well." Dina says, "Hello everyone. I'm rereading Remarkably Bright Creatures. Excellent. And we have 2 kitties. I saw Elizabeth.
Yeah, Missy heard that we were talking. She's like, I must make my appearance.
I must show thyself."
Yeah, you were talking about me. Hi.
Where's Kyrie, actually?
He's so the lawn guy is here and he likes nothing more than to terrorize him. So I'm sure he's like, I mean, he's inside, but he's just thinking, He's
How
making
can I
plans.
attack him?
Yeah, if I can get out there and when I say attack him, he would bark. That's like his form of attack. Like
Yeah.
if somebody like actually like came over to him, he'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say a word, sir. He's kind of like, the person who runs their mouth and is like, it wasn't me. That's Kairu all the way. Esther Jane said, Happy Flag Day. I'm now reading Paradise Lost #9 of Joanna Brady by Jay Jance. It is a cool rainy day here. The storm's moving in. Chicken nuggets for dinner. Excellent.
I'm glad
Cool
she
and rainy
reminded
here
me of-
too, Esther Jane.
I'm glad she said about Flag Day because I forgot. I didn't realize it was today.
Yep.
And I just the other day in my kitchen, I uncovered a couple of little bitty flags, and I thought, oh, I should go stick those in the ground at the post of my little free library, just to have flags for Flag Day. But I forgot to do it when we got home because we left right away. So thank you. It's not too late to do it. I'm going to do it.
Kim said, hey y'all, a lunch was Crystal. I don't know what Crystal
burgers.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's those little slider burgers.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
Sure.
thank you. Rereading my scavenger hunt, and then the next one is our scavenger hunt, so we will skip that. Really enjoying this series. Help me remember Kim is the first scavenger hunt. Susan said, good afternoon, all. So nice to see you. So many early birds here. Finishing the audiobook of Sea of Charms by Sarah Beth Durst. Then we'll write my review. Nice.
Ooh.
I hope you're enjoying.
Susan, have you enjoyed that book? I've pre-ordered it. It's
we're-
not quite yet.
We're buddy reading it.
We definitely are, but have you enjoyed it? Let us know.
Please. Mary Jo said, I loved Remarkably Bright Creatures because Dina asked her, what did you... Oh, so... Okay, wait. So, sorry. Mary Jo said, I loved Remarkably Bright Creatures, Dina. I have the one with the pretty sprayed edges. It's yellow with fish on the pages. And then Susan said, Dina, what did you like most about Remarkably Bright Creatures? Gotcha. Okay, sorry, I was in the wrong order. Cation says, hi, everyone. I'm reading the most famous illegal Goose Creek parade. So far, there's no parade. I'm just saying.
And she's
So,
very disappointed.
I was thinking Cajun said she couldn't get it. So how did you get it, Cajun? Because you didn't. Wasn't that you that said you only read ebooks, or was that somebody else?
I couldn't find a copy of it.
Well, so Cajun, how did you get it? Did you find it? With Sarah, did you know though it's on openlibrary.org, so you can read it there on your computer?
I would not have read it on my computer unless I can pick it up on my Kindle somehow. I'm
might
sorry.
be. I mean, it's a
I'm a
website.
princess and a bit of a diva now when it comes to reading.
If you're, I mean, I think you have a Paperwhite, so you don't get websites. But if you have a device like your phone or something that can get websites, you should be able to read it any place.
Well, like your Kindle Fire, you might be able to.
But I won't read on my Kindle Fire.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Right? Like again, diva. I like my paperweight. I'm sorry if they make it that difficult for me to read your book.
Well,
Fair
I did
enough,
find
man.
out that the I don't know if I've told you guys this yet or not, but I did get in touch with the publisher. The publisher called me back, and
Really?
they said that the author has the rights to her books now, to those books.
Oh wow.
And so I went to her website and I contacted her and I told her what we were doing. And I don't know if I've heard back yet because I never checked my email. But anyway, so the publisher told me that it's up to her if she wants to publish it again on ebook. But the reason they don't have it on ebook anymore is because they have given the rights of the books,
That makes
that
sense.
book series, back to her.
I did find all 4 books in a bind up on a website that you may or may not want to look at because it might be pirated. So that's why I didn't download it.
Okay.
But that's why I didn't use it. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair.
Another scavenger hunt, so I'm going to skip that. He's dying to go outside. Sorry. Esther Jane said, Dina, I loved Remarkably Bright Creatures. I loved everything about it. Can't wait to see the movie. Hello. She says, hi, friends. I have a couple of books on the go, and one of them is The 10,000 Doors of January. And I also want to start the one for the read along. Sorry, you should see Kyrie right now.
What's he doing? Like at the door?
No, he's like literally when I tell you following Kevin, like I wish I could show you. He's like standing like in between his legs, looking up at him and rubbing against him like a cat. I don't know what he's gonna get him.
Missy.
Missy's like a cat?
Hyru.
Oh, like a cat?
Yes.
Hyru James.
Yes. Are you
I
performing
was
now?
looking for Bella. I found her because I heard her up to something, but I couldn't figure out where she was.
Oh my goodness.
Roxy, how many do you have? 3?
3, two females, 1 male. They're all litter mates. They're gonna be
Nice.
12. Yeah, they're gonna be 12 in
Oh,
August.
wow.
Hyru.
You got him following the outside people when we have the garbage men come in the neighborhood. This one here, she likes a man in uniform because she is all over the men's outside with the the garbage men. She knows they get paid well.
You did see the messages, right? We all saw what I need to tell Blake about what I did yesterday about a man in uniform. Yeah, that poor man.
What did you do, Roxy?
I'm trying to make some men's day, and I was flirting with him. There's a man that's about the same height as me, and I called him my size man. And he ran from it because I wanted to hop in the bucket. I was just joking, not really, but I was just pissed because it's hot outside. And and he was like, he took off running, but I think he knew I was joking. And I said, let me hop in the bucket because it was for the electric company. They were doing something, fixing the utility pole, and I just went outside, was messing with him because it's hot, and I know they had to be not in the greatest mood because it's in the 90s. And
that's a rough job when it's
hot.
hot. Oh, Kairu. Shannon said, "Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. I will continue reading The Curse of the Pharaohs by Elizabeth Peters. Yay! Love that. We'll be starting our first sprint in 5 minutes. It's Amy, right? Amy said, "Oh, me too." And she said hearts, and I think that's an octopus. Maybe?
Or it's frogs. It might
No,
be
it's an octopus.
No, it is an octopus. You're right. You're right.
Okay. Hey Raina, she says, "Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I'm currently reading Summer Breakdown by J.S. Jasper. It's a sapphic romance. Very nice." Anita says, "Hey everyone, hope everyone's day is going well. I am reading the Diva Hosts of Murder by Krista Davis." Excellent. Jill says, "Hi everyone, I just got home. Pooped, had my brother-in-law here overnight. He drove me nuts. Oh no, I'm sorry."
Oh dear.
PK has her scavenger, so I'm going to skip that. I'm in need of another weekend to recoup from my weekend. That brother-in-law. Sorry, Jill.
So true, Jill.
I'll be reading more of The Shippers by Catherine Center. Nice.
How are you liking The Shippers? I had mixed feelings on that book, so just curious.
Well, is that the only thing you're reading? Because normally you have a lot more going on than just one book.
Jill normally does have, right, like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Jess said, "Happy Sunday. I'm having pasta for dinner, and I'm reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Mina Lima version. I don't know what that means."
It's the illustrated edition. I own those.
Oh, thank you. You. And she said, "Sending cozy vibes to all. It is good to see you, Jess." Did we lose somebody?
Blake is getting a migraine.
Migraine.
Oh, no.
Migraine.
No.
Roxy, I was going to tell you, I finally got a chance to watch your announcement video because I kept hearing people talk about Harry Potter. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with your pace, but we have all of the illustrated versions so far that have been published, and I want to read those. So I'm going to start with the first one. And so I'm going to follow along, but maybe not as fast as you guys.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, whatever pace works for you.
Yeah, because I've only ever read them once, and I listened on audio. So I'd like to at least read those illustrated versions. I think is there 5 of them out now? I think we have all 5 of those.
Yeah,
I'm doing a chapter a day.
Are you?
Elizabeth. Yep. Because we're reading them over the course of a month, right, Roxy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still need to start it, but if I don't, for me, I think it's okay because I've read them like 40 times.
Emily said, "Hello from Maine. Hello, Emily. It's hot and humid here. Here in Florida, it is as well. I have no idea what I'm reading. Gotcha. I feel like I'm gonna have a sneezing fit. I'm sorry, guys.
Uh-oh.
Anita said, I'm also reading Fierce Eden. I am. Somebody read that?
I'm also reading Fierce Eden by Jennifer Flake. I found this book after I reorganized my Kindle. I found other books I must have gotten years ago and I haven't read yet, so I'm going to read them in the
Let's see what her next one is.
future. Sorry, I guess I'm a little long-winded today. No, that's me. Oh,
Bless you,
bless you.
Tiffany.
Oh, bless you, Tiffany.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't
No,
know.
no,
It just came on.
I have a
allergic. You're
Uh,
allergic to me. No.
Oh goodness. Naomi said, "Hello, everyone. Hello, Naomi." And Dash Girl says, "Hi. I've started reading The Only Survivors. That sounds scary."
Is that by
Anita,
Megan Lally? Lolly? What's her
What?
last name?
I don't know. Anita said, "I also finished my reading of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and of course, I gave it 5 stars. I'm so glad I'm involved in the readathon, Roxy. When should we start the second book?"
Whenever you want, really. I mean, we're not policing it, but we're gonna start the second book in July. By the end of July, we're probably gonna have the second live show. But you can start it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. With it, it's now right at the point where we're going to do reading sprint. Our theme today is a view with a fire.
Yeah.
Mm.
So everyone we pick.
Something's on fire.
What's that? That's fire.
Ooh, pretty.
Lovely.
That I think is called glamping, and I could get down with that.
I could
Yeah.
get
Oh, me
down with
too.
glamping in this situation for sure.
Yeah, that's lovely.
So I'm going to put up our. Is everybody good with reading to the top of the hour?
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
All right, I got smart. I got to grab some water, and then I will be right back. Happy reading, everyone.
Happy
Happy
reading.
reading.
How's everybody's friends?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, I got a chapter and a bit done on the bookshop, so glad to have started it. How about you?
I listed that bag of books on Pango and updated my spreadsheet to delete them. And I just deleted out books that like got waterlogged. I'm just gonna haul out to the dumpster the next sprint. And I'm gonna haul out a bookcase to the dumpster the next sprint. And then like someone on Facebook was like, no, they gotta rip your stuff to the studs like now and get fans on it to dry stuff out. So I'm gonna be going down to the office tomorrow and yelling at them. How's your sprint, Roxy?
I didn't get no reading done like I wanted to because my husband called me and I got distracted. But hopefully next sprint I get some reading done because it seems like lately I'm just distracted and I should be finished this book by now. But it is what it is. What about you, Storm?
I finished up my chapters in Paradise Lost. And then I just messed around on the computer.
That's my fault, no. I'm pestering people.
Right. Gave you permission. I finished my bit today in my nostalgia read of the Sweet Valley High book. So that's what I did. Elizabeth.
I started to pick this up, and then I realized I was about to start chapter 14, and I hadn't been to the Discord to comment since like chapter 3. So I went on there and I was chatting with people. Cajun was on there, and Amy, Angel Whoop, and we were chatting about the book. So Tiffany, there's some good chat whenever you get
good.
few chapters under your belt. So yeah, we're Cajun's already picking out victims if this was a cozy mystery. So yeah, so it's fun.
How about you, Tiffany?
I was doing some editing, and next sprint I gotta make my breakfast casserole because I haven't made that yet. I'll do that next sprint. That's for next sprint's problems. I'm
gonna hop off now. So have a good week, everybody, and
you too, Fiona.
Hopefully,
take care, Fiona.
Bye, Fiona. Sleep well.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
And as she just jumps off, if you haven't checked out Fiona's channel today, she did post a video. Read-a-thon that her and I are doing together. I slacked because, again, I slept all day yesterday. And I didn't get my video out. Mine will go out this week, but we're doing a Christmas in July.
I watched it already.
Awesome.
Excellent.
You mean we're not going to have Tiffany calling us at the last minute? Oh, you guys, I just decided we're going to do Christmas in July. That's good. I've already got something picked out to read for Christmas in July.
Oh,
Excellent.
perfect. Oh, perfect. Kairu. Sarah, are you ready for scavenger hunts?
I like how she doesn't even ask. She just assumes.
Oh, we didn't talk?
No, we didn't, but it's okay, my dear. It's okay.
Oh, oh Lord.
I'm easy, just not cheap.
That sounds like something Roxy would say.
That's what I said. It's very relatable. Very relatable.
Right, yeah. All right, if I can get Goodreads to open up, there we go. It's slow as anything for me. Let me go here and try, make sure I remember what I'm doing. Hold on. Share. There we go. All right, let's go back to the first one.
It is Kim, and she says, her scavenger hunt is The Christening Day Murder, book number 3 in the Christine Bennett series by Lee Harris. My edition is a green paperback. Had to get through interlibrary loan. They are hard to find, but I really enjoy the series.
So green is the theme today?
Yeah, green on the cover.
Thank you. So this is the third book in the series. She talked about, she had the first one for another one. Am I correct in that one?
I don't know.
I want to say she did. So this is like like I said, this is number 3. It says I'm sure it was. Former nun Christine Bennett can't wait to attend the christening of her friend Maddie's baby, but feels a chill when she hears it's taking place in the town that no longer exists. Studsburg has an extraordinary history. 30 years ago, it was evacuated by the government and flooded to create a reservoir. Maddie was the last child baptized there, but new drought has uncovered the town's forgotten church, along with a gruesome discovery. For down in the dank church basement, Christine stumbles upon the skeletal remains of a body, the grim result of a 30-year-old murder.
Yes,
That
Sarah,
sounds
if
really
you
good.
scroll down to other editions, you'll see the other edition is all green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the cover that they're showing, though, better.
Yeah, I'm just saying to fit the
No,
theme.
agreed. Yep. Very cool. I do kind of want to try this series.
Nice. She said she really enjoys it. Nice. Excellent, Kim. Thank you. I think Keisha was next. Yes. Death by Ox Cart Travel Can Be Murder, number 10. She gave it 4 stars. This was an enjoyable series and the last one.
Ooh, an Independence Day murder in Costa Rica.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Travel Can Be Murder, number 10. Tour guide and amateur sleuth Lana Hansen is back on the road, and where Lana travels, trouble is sure to follow. When Lana's boyfriend Alex Wright gets into a jam during his first tour as a guide for Wanderlust Travels, Lana is sent to Costa Rica to help out. Yet nothing can prepare her for the mess she finds. A guide in the hospital, a hysterical client calling for Alex to be fired, and bickering guests threatening each other. That's not how Lana wanted to start touring again. Thrown into the deep, she has no choice but to help Alex overcome his problems with their clients, while leading the troubled group through Costa Rica as best she can. By day 2, things appear to be getting better, until a guest is trampled by an ox cart during the Costa Rican Independence Day celebrations. When the police determined his death to be murder, and that only someone in her group could have killed him, Lana knows she has no choice but to flush out the killer before they strike again. That sounds really good.
I like the idea of a travel mystery. Every
Right?
time I see one, I mark it.
I'm almost certain that Cajun mentioned this one to me at one point for our Around the World, because I was having a hard time coming up with coming up with something for the country. So that's
I
fun.
know I have this on my TBR, coming straight from Cajun. So thanks, Cajun. She gave that one 4 stars, so she really liked it. Excellent.
Oh, Tiffany,
yes.
That reminded me when you said you're adding that to your TBR. Last week when I mentioned one of the books that I was going to read for Slice of Life, you were going to put it in your TBR. I ended up DNFing it. It was not my kind of book at all. That The Supremes at Earl's
oh yeah, the dino. It looks so cool.
Oh, really?
They were talking to dead people. They were consulting witches. They were just like it was so out there. And
Not an Elizabeth
the
book.
most cheatingest husband, and I was just like, no, this is getting worse and worse. I can't do it. So I
That
just
is
wanted to
not what I was
but you can still
expecting
read
you
it.
to say.
But yeah, I got through 5 chapters, and I was like, nope.
That is not what I was expecting you to
I
say at all.
I know. It was not. It did. It looked just so cute and fun on the cover, and then it just went off the rocker.
Good to know. PK said The Art of a Lie by Laurie Shepard Robinson. 5 stars. It's a standalone. Thought it was a regular historical mystery. No, it's a twisty psychological thriller. Oh, thanks, PK. Definitely green.
Yeah, the cover's kind of cool.
I
Following
don't like
the
the
murder
eye.
of her, right? Following the murder of her husband in what looks like a violent street robbery, Hannah Cole is struggling to keep her head above water. Her confectionery shop on Piccadilly is barely turning a profit. Her suppliers conspiring to put her out of business, because they don't like women in trade. Henry Fielding, the famous author turned magistrate, is threatening to confiscate the money in her husband's bank account because he believes it might have been illicitly acquired. And even those who claim to be Hannah's friends have a darker intent. I don't want to read any more because it is a thriller, she's saying. And I feel like sometimes they give away way too much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop it there. But it says, in 18th century England, a widow confectioner is drawn into a web of love, betrayal, and intrigue, and a battle of wits in this masterful historical novel. Sounds interesting.
added it to my TBR, but I added it with a caveat of I don't know. But
I don't know.
someone gives it 5 stars, and I do want to read thrillers. So thank you, PK.
I don't see any more, Tiffany. Are there before we hit the new comments? I don't think so.
I do not think so. No, I do not think so.
So I'm going to do this for now. So there we go.
Perfect. Mary Jo said, how are you liking the Shipper's Chill? I've heard mixed reviews. I know Emily was asking about that as well. Susan said, it's so nice to see all the smiling faces. Pray you're all doing well and enjoying your books. Oh, thanks, Susan. That was very nice. And Anita said, congrats on finishing your book, Fiona. And, oh no, Dash Girl's AC is broke.
Oh,
I have to
no.
pass 2 fans in each room. I know that's bad for the electric or whatever, but I want to be comfortable. Yeah, hoping they fix it next week. I mean,
100%.
that is, yeah. Where are you at, Dash Girl? Because that can be really bad depending on where you're at. I feel for you. Ooh,
Is she like in North Carolina, but I may be misremembering?
could be. I don't remember. Oh boy.
Are y'all in the hundreds there? And I heard Florida it was in the hundreds.
Oh my gosh, it's been hot.
Yeah, we're
Hot.
just in the mid 90s, and then I see Florida. I said, "Oh God, I thought we was warm."
Yes, we've definitely been hot. Anita says, Dash Girl, I'm sorry about your AC problems for sure.
Mhm.
Anita said, Keisha, that was so sweet. I think that's the pillow. That was a really cool present.
Yeah, that was really, really nice.
Very neat, Cajun. And Cajun said, thanks, Anita. And somebody was voting for the bookshop book, Cajun. I read the Pumpkin Spice Shop, and I think I gave it like 2 stars. I couldn't really get into that series, even though the covers are adorable. I liked the all of them, except I did not like the Christmas Tree Farm one.
See, I liked that one. I did not like the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore because I felt like that one was he's hot, she's hot, and there's no like why. That's all that they could not get beyond that.
Yeah, the Christmas Tree Farm, I didn't think it was fitting at all. Like the woman like hated Christmas, hated people, hated everybody around her, hated and it just didn't fit like with the thing. I'm not saying there's like I get it, but like it just didn't feel like the book I was gonna get looking at the cover and like I don't know. know.
How can you hate Christmas if you're running around a Christmas tree?
So yeah,
I'm not telling you how to run your business. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop off. I am distracted and feeling very stressed and overwhelmed.
Absolutely, sweetheart.
With life. Yeah. The next I might have to withdraw from one of my grad school classes. We're just gonna shorten the story. I'm just feeling overwhelmed with like trying to box up everything and manage grad school. So
I don't blame you. Yeah, totally.
So
well,
thank you all.
Take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, Emily.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Anita said, she's voting for the bookshop. Lots of people saying happy belated birthday. And she said, thank you. And then Anita said, hi, Elizabeth. How are the fur babies doing today? Bukairu finally got to go outside, so he is in his element. How about you guys?
Well, you saw Missy on full display.
My cats are all being good. I don't want to jinx them and knock on wood.
And George is aloof.
None of mine are in sight right now, so I guess they're all good.
How's oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Your pup there, Storm.
Dresden.
Thank you.
Oh, she's okay. Though I do think it's about time to take her to maybe the vet, but
Oh,
she's just old.
I know. I saw something just before Presley got put down, and it was actually very sweet. Thought like you're like, am I doing it too soon? Do they have more life left in them? And this veterinary, they go to people's houses to put the pet down so they're at home. And they said it's better to do it early, like let them go on their best day instead of their worst day. And I understand, so I get it. It's still not an easy decision.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Carmen says, hello, everyone. Hi, Carmen. It's good to see ya. Since you're here, Roxy, I loved your haul video, and I was so inspired. I have so many books in my cart, and my husband says, go for it. So, yes. Guess what? I'm going for it. Nice, Emily.
Ooh, let me know which ones you're getting, because I had a lot of books.
That's awesome. Anita says, Kitty! And she says, hey, Missy. Lunch was fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Shannon, nice.
Ooh, yum.
It showed up on Libby. I think she's talking about the Goose Parade. It showed up on Libby, but you have to read on Libby app. And frankly, I hate using that to read, but enjoying it.
Yeah, I realized after I asked that, because then when we went to Sprint, I went to the Discord and she had explained it there that she'd gotten it on Libby, and I had just neglected to go on there and read the comments. So I'm glad you were at least able to get it in a readable format, but I'm sorry that it's not fun to read on Libby. And everybody's Libby's different, so
right.
Even more different than Hoopla. So
and we're all reading divas. We like what we like.
True.
But I'm glad that it was still available, because it used to be on Hoopla, but it disappeared from Hoopla, and I think it disappeared from all Hoopla and Kindle and everything. So I'm glad that it was still on Libby.
We have another scavenger hunt. So while she's pulling that up, you're good. While she's
sorry, as I do two things at once.
No. I totally understand. Cation said, couldn't figure out the free library you told me about.
It's openlibrary.org. And I think you just have to set up an account, and then it'll ask you if you want to borrow something or if you want to put it on hold. And it may be just like a library where if someone else has it borrowed, you can't borrow it till they're done, that kind of thing. And you only, like, if you borrow something, it's just for a day. So then you reborrow it tomorrow or whatever. But you just click on it and you like click and it turns the pages. You can actually see the book and you can see the pages turn. And so
that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's really good for some of these out of print books that you can't find.
1,000. Well, like the web, was it the Internet Archives, where I found some of those old Harlequins that someone had scanned them in. Yeah. And and I really didn't like reading off it, and all I kept thinking was, gosh, I really wish I just had and I think I ended up using my e-ink device that's an Android.
The thing about it is, like, when you literally can't find it anywhere else, it's better than nothing. If it's something 100% you really want to read.
100%. If you're desperate, this is where you're going to find it. Yes, ma'am. I got it, Tiff.
Yep. And real quick, Anita said, sorry. They said, my scavenger hunt is The Diva Hosts the Murder by Chris Davis. I'm halfway through it, and we'll probably get 4 to 5 stars.
Wonderful. We've talked about this series to death, I feel, and it's number 19, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. The Old Town Virginian's entertaining guru and occasional sleuth, Sophie Winston, a young Martha Stewart in the making, juggles 4th of July fireworks, a house full of guests, and homicide in the latest domestic diva culinary mystery from New York Times bestselling author Krista Davis. So it's 4th of July themed.
Have you read any of those, Tiffany?
Oh, yes. I read like the first probably 10.
Okay. I figured you probably had.
I got some, but I haven't read where I could not stand the Natasha and her relationship. Like, so Natasha is like the frenemy, but it wasn't fun anymore. It was like, oh my gosh, I like, it was to the point where it just drove me crazy. so I stepped away from it. But the covers and all are always so fun, and I really liked it. I don't know, it just stopped being fun.
The first book Christmas or Thanksgiving themed?
Thanksgiving, I think.
Nice. I think so, yeah. Okay, I was just
think
curious.
I own that one. I'm not sure.
I might try it, but I think I might try it at like in October when real Thanksgiving is.
Hey, guys.
Real Canadian Thanksgiving.
When the real Connect. No, we just call it Thanksgiving, but thank you. No, just kidding. Oh, I got a kick out of that. I meant to say, because I binge read the 3 L. Douglas books that she sent me the third, so I binge read like all 3 of them. And the second book takes place, and it's Canadian Thanksgiving. And I love the fact that in the book she doesn't acknowledge that it's a different time. It's just this is when it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I can just imagine Americans going, I'm sorry, there's a typo in this book.
Sarah just likes to pick. She picks on Thanksgiving. She picks on the way we call the first Harry Potter book, Sorcerer's Stone, instead of
and not
Philosopher's
Philosopher's
Stone.
I think I've told this before, but I had this one guy I used to work with who was an American, convinced that we held Christmas at a different time. Convinced we had a different Christmas.
Sarah, in Canada, do you spell cozy with an S or a Z?
I spell it C-O-Z-Y.
Oh, that's right, Z, not Z.
Yeah, Z.
I think
But
it's Fiona does it with an S.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it both ways. So, like, if I'm looking up something, sometimes I'll type it with both to see exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I get confused with gray, too. Like, is gray with an E or an A, depending on...
Well, yeah. And I think that I don't know. I was thinking that maybe had 2 different meanings, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I've seen that both ways, too.
Do you say basil or basil?
Basil.
I say basil.
Because I know Canada's kind of UK, British,
UK,
and I know the British say basil.
Yeah, no. I watch like this one British YouTuber. He does the food reviews. I think he's delightfully adorable. But it drives Garrett absolutely crazy when he says like when he doesn't say oregano correctly, and Garrett sits up here and he just corrects him like the whole time.
Yeah, they say like oregano or something.
Oregano, that's it. Yeah, oregano.
Or what about when people say aluminium? And I'm like, that's too many syllables.
Aluminum.
I know.
Oh boy, that would drive me crazy. That would actually. I don't think I can do it. Kim said, "Hope I can stay." My internet is acting very wonky. Well, I hope it works itself out, Kim. Hey, Abby, she says hello from my creative corner of creation. We're about 4 minutes before we start our sprint. I will be reading and listening to The Women by Kristen. Are you liking it? I absolutely loved it.
Yep.
Loved it. I love Kristen Hanna. Probably one of my favorite authors. But that book was so intense that I read it like a chapter at a time. Especially Vietnam scenes. I was like,
yes.
I had to split it up. And
yes.
And every time someone said there were no women in Vietnam, I just wanted to smack something. I was just so infuriating. Yeah.
I loved it. It wasn't my favorite by her, but I did enjoy it quite a bit.
I enjoyed it too, and it's like what I read almost. I think I read just about all her books too.
What is your favorite by her, both of you?
The one that you hate.
Oh, The Four Winds. Oh my goodness.
The Four Winds, or actually, it's probably edging that one out a little bit. Is The Winter Garden.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love the Winter Garden. That's funny.
Isn't that funny how divisive she is sometimes? My favorite so far is The Great Alone. I
haven't read that one yet. I need to get to that.
The Great, yes. Now that you say that, The Great Alone was my favorite.
Good.
I think my favorite was either I'm tied with The Nightingale and Firefly Lane.
See, I still have to read both of those.
I don't like her contemporary.
Those are my two tied favorites. But I have liked every book except for The Winter Garden, and I really didn't like it. That's so funny.
I just remember it was about 2 sisters, but their mother and their relationship, but I don't remember much.
As a history nerd, what I liked about it is I was reading, I'm like, this happened during World War II. Like the what was it at St. Petersburg, the siege or whatever it was. I have no memory of I don't have any memory of learning that at school, if we even did. So, to me, it was learning something new in history. I think that's part of what I loved about it so much.
That's how I felt about the women, just learning about Vietnam and stuff.
Yep.
And I haven't read any.
Oh, my goodness.
So really good author.
Yeah.
I'd say Read the Great Alone. That one's my favorite. I want to reread that one. I enjoyed that one so much. It takes place in Alaska, and I love anything that takes place in
Yeah,
Alaska.
and which is why I'm surprised. I think maybe I haven't picked up because I'm so nervous. Like, will I like it or not?
I think you will, Sarah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not my kind of books.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
How do you know if you haven't read one? Saying.
Well,
Because
I mean,
if
to-
they'll make
to-
me
to-
cry
to
or
your
anything like
point.
that, they automatically get booted out.
I think I don't think I cried in the. Did I cry reading the women? Maybe I did.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
I cried reading The Great Alone. I know I cried.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've read one of her books or not. I feel like I've cried in every one of her books. But to Storm's point, I mean, I think she should read one. But to Storm's point, I don't have to read a scary book to know it's not for me.
Fair enough. Yeah,
You're right.
I mean,
That's
like,
fair. That's fair.
I don't have
I
to
was just
over to know it's
being
not for
devil's
me.
advocate. I was just messing with you.
I know. Jill said, I do. Oh, this last one. Well, and then I'll mark it. Jill said, I do have other books in progress, but the Shippers is for Brenda Novak's book group, which meets last Thursday of the month. So I'm concentrating on this book, and we'll go back to the others when done. Gotcha.
Makes sense.
And oh, thanks, Anita. Hey, Ro. She says hello. Reading a lot of things, but listening to Dark Side of the Moon. But Dark Side of the Moo. I get it because it's a Botha farm. I thought you probably never mind. Dark Side of the Moo. Botha farm number 2 while cleaning. Really like the series so far. Excellent.
I'm giggling because of course we call Missy Moo, and I'm like, ooh. I'm gonna call Missy now the dark side of the Moo.
That's actually cute. Okay, now this is the last one. Hey, Christina. She says, hi, Tiffany, Fiona, Emily, Sarah, Storm, Roxy, Elizabeth. It's so good to see you.
No, she said, hi, Tiffany, Fiona.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta read it like she.
True. Okay, let me put in our next screen.
Oh.
I'm going to get off because I'm just really tired. So
No
My
worries.
poor little grumpy friend.
4 more monkeys jumping
I'll
on
bother
my
you.
head.
I'll bother you later, Storm.
Wonderful.
What I do.
Bumped his head. I can hear my grandmother singing that, Elizabeth.
Hi, Storm.
Bye,
No,
Storm.
Did you
it's like we
see the
started
tomorrow?
out with a full house and everyone's dropping. I had told my husband if he wanted to come in here and put up the printer, I would get off early, but I don't want to abandon y'all.
That's
Oh, you're
okay.
good. It's okay.
He hasn't
that's
been
pretty.
down the door
I
yet.
totally
So.
understand if he wants to. Oh, she's gone. I was gonna tell her I was messaging her. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. So, is everybody going to the top of the hour?
Absolutely.
All right. And I have got to start. Are you using the oven? Oh. I gotta make my egg casserole. Okay, I'm not gonna start the egg casserole. Next sprint. So happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
How's everybody's sprints?
Good. I read one chapter and I'm really loving this book. There's been like 2 or plot twists already that I didn't see coming. I'm like, oh, I know it's a romantic book, but they got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of action. Not too much, really no spice, and I'm like 50-some% into it. Since somebody said this was spicy romantic, I'm not getting the spice. Even the five, because this is the second book. Even the first book, there wasn't hardly any spice. So I don't know what people are talking about. But I think next sprint, I need to film my little weekly update so it goes up to more about 1, 2 in the afternoon. I might as well do it because I'm not gonna finish this book today. I'm probably not even gonna be finish this book next week the way I'm going. But
Hey,
yeah,
you're still reading. That's all that matters.
that's
right.
all that matters. Oh, I like your shirt, Sarah.
I think it's got Stitch on it.
I love Stitch.
I
How
love
did you
Stitch.
do?
I read 2 chapters of Voted Most Likely to Murder, and it's so Canadian. It makes my little Canadian heart happy. There's like 4 things. I've just kept a list. I'm like, a lot of people are not going to get the reference. Like Canadian Tire Money, Laura Secord, Honey Crullers, which I think a lot of people know what Honey Crullers are, and RCMP. But the Canadian Tire Money, I sent it to Garrett. I said, look at what's in a book. He goes, oh my God, that's so niche.
I think I heard of RCMP. I don't know what it is.
Canadian Mounted Police.
Okay, because I watch Heartland. I love Heartland, and I think that's where I heard that from. Yeah.
So Canadian Tire Money is, we have a store up here called Canadian Tire, and it's like, it's tires, but it's also like sporting equipment and seasonal things and all the things. And back when I was a kid, they've changed it now, but back when I was a kid, you would go there and buy things. And if you got like change, like coinage change, like if you got 50 cents in coinage change, they would give you 50 cents in like printed paper Canadian Tire money. And my father would hoard this stuff, and you could use it to buy items later in the store.
Oh, yeah.
Like my dad had stacks of it. Any Canadian that's in the chat will know exactly what I'm talking about. But I laughed. So it's like Monopoly money, right? Like it's really worthless in a way, but not really. But it's so
like
Canadian.
store credit.
It's store credit,
Yeah.
essentially.
If you change to store credit. That's cool.
But I was looking, I'm like, who published this book? It's Crooked Lane.
Oh, wow.
So I just thought, and I just love the fact it's unapologetically Canadian. So I'm going to enjoy it. Anyway, how did you do, Elizabeth?
Well, I kept getting sleepy. I couldn't even quite get through my chapter, and it was good. I'm so tired because I didn't get my Sunday afternoon nap today because we were out running errands and buying printers, and we went out to lunch and all that. We went to, oh, by the way, if you want to know, we went to, where did we go to lunch? Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. Culver's. I went to Culver's.
Oh, nice.
And I had chicken tenders and some cheese curds for lunch. But Roxy, I went to Katie's room and I grabbed this off her shelf.
Oh, nice.
So the illustrated.
Mine's looking at me right there. I have them all displayed.
They really are very pretty.
Yeah, they are.
If I can find them secondhand in decent condition, I think I'll try and get my hands on them.
We got these for Katie for Christmas each year when one would come out. We got them for her for Christmas. So they're technically Katie's, but they're here in my house, so I can read them.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
There you go.
How'd you do, Tiff?
I was trying to edit a video, but it's giving me fits. So that's, story of my life. It's fine. It'll work itself out. Dash Girl said the author is Megan Miranda, the book that you asked about. I know several people who read from this author, and the reviews are not good, but I'm trying to give them a shot because I own 3 books from the author.
I have the other one. I've read one by her where it goes backwards.
That's the one that I read too. I liked it.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was, you really had to think and like, okay, so at this point, if this is what's happened, they don't know yet, or they already know this. And it was just kind of mind blowing. Yeah.
It has a Ferris wheel on the cover, I think.
Yeah, I'll have to look up the name of it in case.
Yeah, but I've read the same one. I think a lot of people did. It was like, I think it was her biggest book, like her most popular.
Maybe, yeah. It might have been her debut. I don't know.
You could be right.
All the Missing Girls.
Thank you.
I've heard of that. I think I read a book by her, but I don't remember which one it was. But it wasn't that one. I know that.
Excuse me. Anita said, nice ambiance. Thank you. Oh, Emily finished a book. Emily, we shall celebrate.
Well done.
Yay.
Said she finished Harry Potter today. Loved it as always. 5 stars. Very nice. And Cation said, Christina. Booksy Mama, it's so good to see you. It is good to see you. Really good to see you. And then Cation said, yay. First, I will fold laundry that has been in the dryer for days.
Amy, I don't know how many times I
Yeah.
will have to fluff up the laundry again, or finally I'll take it all out and I'll think, okay, this half doesn't need to be, that doesn't matter, and I'll put the other half back in. I'm always doing that.
Shannon said, hi, Roxy. I'm also from South Louisiana, and I am a mood reader.
What town, if you want to say, you don't have to. But the last name Celestine, I went to school with some Celestines, and I'm from St. Martinville. And I went to school with a lot of Celestines.
Nice.
But you don't have to say where you're from if you don't want. I'm just curious.
Roxy, my parents had some really good friends. I think my dad was served in the military in World War II with a man from DeQuincy. Are you anywhere near there?
I've heard of DeQuincy. I know, but I'm gonna look at the map and let you know how close it is to me.
Okay.
I've never been there, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I think I might have been there once as a kid, but I just remember because they would send us stuff all the time. They would send us Christmas cards and everything, and I just remember the name of the town where they were from.
Christina has a romper room. She says, hi, Mary Jo, Dina, Esther Jane, Kim, Susan, Cation, Amy, Shannon, Raina, Anita, Jill, PK, Jess, Emily, Naomi, Devin, Carmen, Amby, and Ro.
Yay.
And she said, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Christina, it is really good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, she said, hi, everyone. I need to finish reading The Signers by Dennis Brindle Frayden. It's a nonfiction about the men who signed the Declaration. Then I have no idea. Well, that's interesting. I hope you're enjoying that. Sounds really interesting. Mary Jo said, got no reading done. I finished the NASCAR race. Finished watching the NASCAR race. Nice.
A lot
Right
of American
quick.
patriotism this year with the big birthday.
Right quick. DeQuincy is on close to Texas. It's around Sulphur Lake. So it's about 2 hours away from me.
The two, okay.
Yeah, not Cajun country.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No, it's not. No.
Okay. Neat.
Anita said, read one chapter. Nice, Anita. Hey, Angela. She says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm reading Just Keep Walking by Erin Soderbergh Downing. I am hoping to finish today. I have 6 chapters to go. You got this. I read a chapter of Penthouse, Pools, and Poison. Very nice. And Naomi said, that sprint I got to 82%. Oh, you're getting close. And Emma M. Lion, Volume 2. Oh, Cajun got to 94%. Very close. I guess we're not getting any bad storms. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I guess we are not getting any bad storms or rain for a few minutes. We had a few minutes of thunder in the distance. Now it's sunny. Oh, good. And then Cation said, that's good, Mary Jo. Absolutely. I got to 92 or 164 on the signers. Shannon said, read 10 pages of The Curse of the Pharaohs. I didn't read it all that sprint. I was scrolling TikTok. It happens to the best of us. Anita said, that's great, Mary Jo. I love it when a storm ends and all of a sudden the sun comes out. Sometimes you can see beautiful rainbows then. Yep, absolutely, Anita. Jill said, got to page 147 of 313. I'm liking it so far. Very nice. I don't think it stormed enough for a rainbow, Jill. It was only a few minutes. She's going to get off now. Having dinner. See you later. Bye, Mary Jo. See you in a bit. We get to. Otherwise, have a great week. Jill said, oh, bye to Fiona. Oh, gosh. Okay. We're really behind. Rose said her scavenger book is from KU. That Ain't Sugar in the Tea. I love that title. That Ain't Sugar in the Tea. Southern Kitchen. Excuse me. Southern Kitchen Mystery #1 by Kelly Fudge. I just started it, only a chapter in. I'm also using it for tea time prompt First slice of life. Yay, Ro! Excuse me. While she's pulling that up, I'm just going to say, and Rose said, yay, I love doing Christmas in July. Let me put that down. Ooh, I like that cover.
Right? The problem is that there is literally no information on it.
Oh. Well,
so give me 1 second. I'm just looking to see if there's anything on Amazon. Here we go. Okay. A dead body, a glass of sweet tea, and a small town full of secrets. Welcome to Magnolia Bend, where charm can where charm can be deadly. When cafe owner Della Mae Carter returns to Marigold Blend, Tennessee, she's determined to rebuild her life one biscuit at a time. But during the town's beloved Magnolia Bloom Festival, everything turns sour when social queen Laverne Pickett collapses after sipping sweet tea, poisoned sweet tea.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sounds interesting.
Ooh,
First in a 5-book series.
Nice. It sounds really cute. And I love that cover.
All the covers look delightful.
Yeah. We got another scavenger hunt right after that. She said, Turncoat's a Widow. It works for Red, White, and June. And Midsummer Historical Mystery. Very nice.
Oh, I see. Shannon said she's from Lafayette. I know exactly where that is. That's not too far from me because I'm in Iberia. I go to Lafayette all the time. That's our bigger city. That's where everything is. Where I go to get everything I need.
That's like right on I-49 and I-10, isn't it, Lafayette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like on I-10. Yeah, I-10.
Do you ever go to the book? It's the bookstore there, not far off of I-49. I think it's right off there. What is it called? Book rack. Have you been? I think that's the name of it.
I've been to Book Rack. I go mostly to Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble is off of Ambassador Caffrey.
Okay, I mostly I look for used books. So, but yeah, next time maybe we can meet up there if you're from there, because I keep saying next time I go through that way, I want to go down to Lafayette to that bookstore again.
Yeah, Lafayette. I think well, it depends on how I drive. It's about a 30-40 minute drive, depending on how I drive, how slow I go.
This one is the first book in the Revolutionary War Mystery Series. Set during the darkest days of the American Revolution, The Turncoat's Widow tells the fictional story of General Washington's most reluctant spy, a young widow who races times and traders in New York City and Morristown circa 1780 to uncover a plot that threatens the new nation's future. With elements of romance and suspense, this historical mystery also explores themes of resilience, loss, and the courage to leave behind the past. Interesting.
Yeah, that sounds actually really interesting. How did you like that, Amy?
There's a couple books in the series.
Fiction, but that does sound interesting. Rose said, Goodreads doesn't care about my scavenger hunt pick. LOL, there's no synopsis.
I found it, Ro.
Amby said, don't have a scavenger hunt book because none of my books have any green on them. Totally understand. Naomi said, you may already went over this, but what is the scavenger hunt? Is it finding a book we read that is green? So we always have 2 different scavenger hunts. It's 2 different things each month, so themes. So it could be like green on the cover. It could be like a lighthouse on the cover, something nautical, something Christmassy. I mean, just whatever the theme is. And then everybody reads from their own. So instead of having a book club where everybody has to read a new book each month and the same book, everybody gets to read their own book based upon their own TBR, and then they share them. So this month it is green, and I'll have to look what the other one is.
And we all add a bunch of new books to our TBR.
We all add a bunch of books to our TBR.
We shouldn't call this scavenger hunt anymore. We should call this adding books to your TBR. Let's be realistic.
But Naomi, I will look and see what the second one is.
I'll have a look now while you're chatting.
Oh, thank you.
I'll see if I
Cajun
can't
said, great
find it.
job, Amy. I love a multi-prompt book. Yes. I love when it fits multiple prompts.
I'm
That's
gonna say,
awesome.
where's Stormy when we need her?
Yeah. Rose said, basically, Kendall says there's a festival with a sweet tea tasting and someone is poisoned. That's all I needed to know, Ro. Festival. And, well, you pretty much had me at festival, but, you know, I like the other part too. Yes, I did use the first one earlier.
The next prompt is a book set where you would like to take a vacation.
Oh, there you go, Naomi. A book set where you would like to take a vacation. I like
It
that.
could be real or fictional. Make it, yeah.
Hogwarts.
Sure.
I'm waiting for my damn owl. I told that to Garrett this morning in the car.
And then Keisha said, Naomi, yes, green on the cover. And she said, thank you to Keisha. Azu, she said, good afternoon. I'm reading Frederick Bachman's Anxious People. Even though I see no green on the cover, there's definitely some blue and a sister color to yellow. It blended together, they produce green. That is true.
There you go.
I feel like that's really nitpicking it at this point.
That's hilarious.
I'm not looking it up, but I know there's one right after.
We have thank you for sharing. Naomi said her scavenger ends Lay Your Body Down by Amy Suter Clark. Oh, gave it 4.25 stars. Well, you had one ready. Yep, there we go. Perfect.
This is a thriller. So again, I don't want to read too much because these give away way too much, I think. A young woman returns to her rural Minnesota hometown where a radical evangelical pastor has poisoned everyone's minds and may be covering up a murder. That's all I'm going to read.
Well, that sounds good. Just that.
Right? That's what I mean. I don't want to read any more than that because I feel like thrillers give away way too much.
Yeah, it really does.
I like anything with like clergy in it of any kind. I don't know why. I've always so interesting. Thank you. Valerie said, hi everyone. I'm currently listening to Mad Mabel. Oh my gosh, I have a friend reading that and she said it's amazing. And reading It's Not Her will probably alternate between the sprints. How are you liking Mad Mabel?
I really want to read that one.
I do too. Rose said California is 100 plus.
I've seen Arizona too, but Arizona's always hot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Rose said our new house with solar panes, so no more 500 plus a month for summer AC or sweating. Well, I'm glad.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, that's sanity. Is that series spicy and is it set in the UK? I'm sorry, Ambi. I'm not sure which series you're asking about. Let us know. And Amy said, thanks, Cajun.
If she was asking about the one Roxy was reading, Roxy answered that question that it wasn't spicy.
I don't know.
So far, they're really, and it's not on KU that I'm aware of.
Oh yeah,
but
so
the first book was $1.99, but I don't know if it still is.
Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay. Anita said, Emily, feel better. Hope you have a good night. Absolutely. Amy says, we'll pray for you, Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Kim said, my daddy's last chemo has been postponed until next Friday. His blood count was a little low. He'll have a blood test Thursday to make sure it's okay first. I head down Friday for Father's Day. Oh, nice. I hope you have a wonderful trip.
Yeah.
That is coming up, is it not?
Yeah, next Sunday, I think.
Yeah. I know people would say the same thing about Mother's Day, and I feel the same way about Mother's Day. There really should be, with all these emails and stuff, there should be a place that you can opt out from receiving the emails about Mother's Day and or Father's Day, if it's difficult for you.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
And Amy said, I will keep your dad in my prayers to Kim. Absolutely.
100%. Yes.
Yes.
And then Cation said, Kim, I hope his blood work improves and you have a great visit with him. Yes.
Agreed.
People saying bye to Storm. Have a good night. Bye, Storm. Oh, Cation finished her book.
It's officially been a sprint.
It's officially been a sprint.
Oh, was it the group read? Was it this one?
I think
Is
it
that
was
the
the
one?
travel one, maybe. Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
She said finished 4 stars. I would like to continue the series, but I don't see any more on Libby. Oh, maybe it is.
She was reading this one on Libby.
Yes, you might be right.
Hopefully, I'm gonna keep a watch on the author, and I think I followed her on Facebook too, and I'm just gonna like keep an eye out if she re-releases that series, anywhere, then I'll come back and let
I
her know.
don't think she's put out anything new in a while.
Right. But for the publisher to have given her back the rights to it must have mean she fought for the rights, like she wanted the rights. So to me, maybe she had plans to do something.
Not
with
disagreeing,
it, so.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, because she has, like, if you go on her website, she's got all her books listed and everything, like as if you could order them from her website, and maybe you can, but I don't know. I checked my email. I have not heard back from her, but she even says, email me. I might not get back to you right away, that kind of thing. So anyway, we'll see.
I have a feeling that she's re-releasing stuff.
That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Because the Irish Tea Room, she's got them coming out like books 1 through 12 in 1 month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So maybe she's re-releasing stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, good.
People still saying bye to Storm. Amy says, yay, Cation, come here, baby. You're fine. Come here. It's too hot to go outside, baby. Come here. Rose said 55% on the dark side of the moo. Okay, that might be my new favorite title.
Right.
Back from eating dinner and doing the dishes, we had meatloaf, cheese, potatoes, and corn. Oh my gosh, that sounds
yummy. Making me hungry.
59% in the Diva Host of Murder. Hope you're enjoying that one. And then Kim said, thanks all. I finished Just Keep Walking. I gave it 4 stars. We shall celebrate.
I heard a bell and I thought that was Bella's the only one with a collar with a bell so we can find where she is because she's sneaky. And I just heard the bells, like I panic when I hear the bell.
Mary Jo said congrats on finishing Cajun. Also from Angela says congrats, Cajun. Mary Jo said congrats. Amy said 105 of 164. Ooh, Amy, you're getting there. Got to about halfway in the shippers. Very nice. Shannon said read 31% of the Curse of the Pharaohs. Excellent. Oh, we got another finish. Naomi said, I finished Emma M. Lion Volume 2 and gave it 4 stars. Very nice. Kairu James.
Oh, it's Kairu. I keep looking around. I hear the bell. I think it's Bella.
It's Kairu. He's very up in arms about not being able to be outside. Come here. Come here, honey. Come here. Hey. Oh, somebody's at the doorbell.
That's a doorbell.
That's our doorbell. Let me just see.
I was going to say, unless they learn how to ring the doorbell.
Hold on.
When
Hello?
someone...
So nobody there? We are not in the 21st century. We have no Ring cameras or anything at our door.
No.
We have dogs that tell us if anybody is at the door.
There you go. They'll tell you if anyone's in a 6-block radius.
Exactly. Of course, that doesn't help if we're not at home and someone rings. But, right. I don't really need to know. If anybody rings my doorbell, I'm not home. I don't need to know.
We have that, and every time it goes off, I panic and hit the ground because I don't like to answer the door.
Oh.
It's mostly Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, really?
Right.
We haven't had any of them in a while. We mostly get solar people trying to sell solar. And they'll be like, oh, I'm not selling anything. And they're like, but how much is your electric bill? And I'm like, that is none of your business. I'm not telling anybody how much my electric bill is because that's just a sales technique. And then so you tell me you're not trying to sell anything, and yet you want to know how much my electric bill is.
I'll tell them $20.
My reply is, are you going to pay it?
Yeah.
Was it somebody selling something? Oh, she's still on there.
With Kebby dealing with.
She's probably got us turned down.
That's riffraff.
Sorry about that.
That's
It's
okay.
all right.
Because now we all want to know your
They
business.
They needed some information from. They said they had the same lawn service as us, but the guy never came, so they wanted his contact number. So we had to go. I don't have it. Kevin has the
Okay.
contact number for him, and then we were trying to figure out his first name because I just have it in like I just see it as like whatever it's drafted out as. Anyways, so sorry about that.
Say hi.
Hello.
There's Emily. Say hi. Look, they can see you. Look right here. Look right here and say hi. Right here. Look. Look down here. Look. Look down. There you go. Right there.
Hi.
Look up there. See, they're waving to you.
Aw.
So let me see where we were. Cajun says, "Yay to Naomi for finishing. Congrats on the finish." Amy said, "Yay to Naomi for finishing." Mary Jo also says, "Yay for the finish." Hey Meg, she says, "Evening all." Lunar New Year love story by Jean Lewin Yang. And re-listening to The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I might also pick up The Python's Kiss by Louise Eldridge.
I feel those are three very different books.
Yes.
They are. I like the variety, Meg.
And I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Cajun said Matilda Swift puts at the beginning of her books that she's a British author and uses British English words and spelling. In other words, don't be telling her she misspelled or used a word wrong. Yeah, true.
Curb is the word that always gets me. Kerb in the UK, I think. I'm like, you're what now?
Yeah. Oh, Shannon said, "I am from Lafayette."
She said further down, she reminded me, they do have another secondhand bookstore. They opened it a couple years ago. It used to be the old Books A Million, and now it's Second and Charles.
Well, I've heard Second and Charles is pretty good.
Yeah. So I've been to a few of those. Those are good.
I haven't been yet.
Those.
I need to go. I really need to go. But I'm going to leave with some books if I go.
Of course you are.
Oh, yeah.
And you can trade in your books there too.
I'll have to do that instead of just donating them to the library. I can get me.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
Give you a little store credit.
Yeah.
Jill said, "I hear you, Elizabeth. I have 2 loads to fold, one in my laundry basket and the other in the dryer."
I'm getting better. I've been developing some better habits with housework and stuff. So generally I try to do at least 1 load a day, but sometimes it takes the load in the washer being done to remind me that, oh yeah, I have something in the dryer that I need to get out. So then by default I have to take the stuff out of the dryer.
Hey, Kyra. It's funny because Garrett does it at our house because he's not working right now. I'm at work all day. So fair is fair. He does laundry, which is great. But he brings my clothes up and puts them on the bed for me to put away. And I wasn't born yesterday. So I put them on the chair. And then when I'm at work during the day, he likes to sit in that chair. So he needs to put my clothes away in order for himself to sit in the chair. So
there you go.
Win.
There you go.
At least he doesn't sit on them. He saves them. We say save. I'm sorry. It's a Cajun thing. I know y'all put stuff away down here. We save stuff.
Good for
I
you.
remember you saying that one time before that you use that.
That's adorable.
Yeah, nobody. I didn't realize it until someone that wasn't from around here that moved down here couldn't figure out why we kept saying save things. Because we don't put things away, we save them. It's just what we say.
Like we were saying about Canadian and British or US stuff, but like even regionally, there's stuff that like you don't know in other parts of the country.
Yeah.
Like there's a Canadian guy. He's kind of funny. He puts up comedy things, and he has merchandise out. And I guess out west they call a hoodie a bunny hug.
Oh,
like you're wearing a bunny hug, and I sort of kind of love that. Like but again, it's a regional thing, right?
That's interesting.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah,
but
like Western Canada, like the prairies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, someone corrected me on that before. I called it the country, and they said that I said, oh yeah, like in the I said, I would like to go in the country of Canada. They say like the prairies. Oh, that's what y'all call it. We call that the country, but y'all call that the prairies.
Like Alberta is like the Texas of Canada, you know, like
yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's
All
really
right.
pretty.
That's
That
pretty.
is very pretty. So we shall read to the top of the hour, and I will say happy reading, everyone.
Happy
Happy
reading.
reading.
Let me put up our banner. And I have to go and try to get started this egg casserole, or I'm never gonna get it put away before tomorrow. So I gotta get on it. So I shall be back.
You better go save it.
How's everybody's friends?
Good. I finished my chapter, filmed my video, made my thumbnail, and I'm uploading it now, but it's gonna be unlisted because I'm not gonna schedule it till tomorrow, and I gotta fix the description and stuff. So, got that done. What about you, Sarah?
Nice.
Well done. Well done. I was talking to Garrett. He's sitting up here with me, and I read a chapter of what Harlequin book am I reading? The one Lauren was reading, Reckoning with the Cowboy by B.J. Daniels. So I'm about 30% into that one, and I am liking it.
I like BJ Daniels.
Yeah.
Me
How about
too.
you, Elizabeth?
I finished my today's chapter in this book,
Yay.
and I picked up Harry Potter and read a couple pages. I got up in between and
Yay.
a little bit of running around, but then when I came back and sat down, I opened up Harry Potter. So yeah, I looked it up. I only have ever listened to these on audio one time, and I started them and probably I read most of them in 2016. So it's been a little while. It's not my childhood or anything because they didn't exist in my childhood. I'm kind of old. But yeah, so I read them with Katie when she read them. She was in middle school, and we read them together. So that has been a while.
Nice. And I made my breakfast. It's coming out of the oven in 12 minutes, but Kevin said he would grab it. And I made bean salad for the week. I made a grinder bean salad. So it's black beans, chickpeas, salami, banana peppers, onion,
Nice.
and like a vinaigrette Italian dressing, like what would go on like a grinder sandwich.
I saw somebody make a pasta salad with all those things.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
So I made that, got that put away, but the eggs he'll have to pull out, but they'll have to cool. So I'll put them away when they're cooled down. Let us see. Anita said, hi, Christina. Cation said, Tiffany paused. I heard as a period, as in I finished reading Penthouse. And I thought, wow, our group was really diversified.
Reading it for the articles. Good for you.
That's funny. I'm reading it for the jokes.
That's right. The comedy.
Kim said, this is crazy. Any other video is playing just fine. This one keeps circling. Oh.
It's because I'm here.
Just put a curse on it.
Mary Jo said, Kim, when I first came on, this one was buffering a little. Now it's fine. Huh. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a scavenger hunt. Meg said, okay. Scavenger hunt is Lay and Fire Goddess Malia Moneka. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. While she's pulling, she is quick.
It looks like it's Hawaiian, so you have to say every syllable. Mauna.
Well, I'm gonna butcher it.
Mauna Kaia.
I'm gonna butcher it to heck, so I'm sincerely apologizing in advance.
I'm gonna guess it's Mauna Nakia.
Lay and the Legends #1. Oh, it's a middle grade. 12-year-old Lay is forced to spend summers in Hawaii with her grandma, who is determined to make sure that she knows all of her family's, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, stories, to kids back, stories. The kids back home don't care or believe. But after insulting Pele, the goddess of fire, she learns just how real those legends are when the goddess takes her best friend and places a curse on her family, one that only she can lift. Ooh, looks good.
I like the cover.
Me too. There are 2 books in the series.
Ooh, the second cover is even better with the rainbow.
Right? And a shark. Everything's better with sharks.
I couldn't even see the shark until you pointed out. I thought it was a rock. Until you said it. Yeah, cool. Nice.
Thank you for sharing.
Did you like it, Meg? Thanks for sharing. Oh, Dash Girl said, I'm thinking of DNF in a book that I'm reading. Not even 100 pages in, but I'm having a hard time concentrating on it, and I'm losing interest. Yeah. Sometimes I forgot what you're reading. You might have told us already, but I apologize. I forgot which one it is.
I think it's the Megan Miranda. Am I right?
Oh, it might be. It might be. Come here, baby.
Tiffany, I'm gonna go ahead and go. The cats are up, and I need to eat supper.
Yeah.
So I better just go now.
You're good, honey.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Well, you always do, but I finally joined.
Yeah,
It
no
was good
problem.
to see
Thanks for joining
everybody,
us.
Sarah and Elizabeth, and I'll see everybody in the chat. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye, Roxy. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.
Thank you, y'all too.
Amy said, I have it borrowed to start next, Tiffany. I don't know which one we're talking about. I'm sorry, because we're really behind on the comments. Which one? I'm so sorry, Amy. We also have a second Charles a used bookstore. Kim said, it's buffering on TV, phone, tablet continuously. Well, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. Storm said, hey, everyone, just finished eating supper, hot dogs and fries. Excellent.
Yum, that sounds good.
Meg said, my scavenger hunt pick actually covers both prompts as there's a green on the cover, and I'd love to visit Hawaii. Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
I like it. And Cation said, yum to Storm. And Storm said, well, I wasn't specific, so I guess it could be real or fictional. For places
like to visit. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe resetting the connection will help to Kim. Oh, yeah, that maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mary Jo said, Kim, did you try rebooting the phone and tablet and maybe restarting the TV? I hope it works out, Kim. That's a bummer.
I know. It seems like a lot of work to have to go through.
Yeah.
Right.
Amy said, delicious dinner, Storm. Yep, restored everything multiple times. Any other video is playing fine. That's so weird.
I wonder if it's because of the live chat. Like it's like extra something, not just a video. I just don't know. I'm not a tech person, so I apologize.
Meg said, Kim, you could reach out to your provider and see if there was any calls about issues. Maybe they can get a tech out. Cation said, Kim, if other videos are okay, adjusting the quality in this video. This works for me sometimes when only one video is acting odd. Oh, that's a good idea.
How do you do that? How do you change the quality of one video? I mean, I know on a VCR you can adjust the tracking, but that's as far as it gets.
Your age is showing, Elizabeth.
Mary Jo said, I'm not a hot dog lover. When we have hot dogs, I eat a hamburger or chicken breast. And Kim said, Meg, I don't get why it's only this video. Yeah, that's weird. Just to Sarah's point, it might be because this one is alive. I'm not sure. Mary Jo said, prayers for your dad, Kim. And then Meg said, Kim, could just be an issue that YouTube is having, as sometimes YouTube has weird connections. That is very true, Meg.
100%.
Right.
I so agree.
It could be a StreamYard thing. Who knows?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Cation said, I so agree, Sarah, about being able to opt out of Mother's Day emails. I called Harry and David and asked, and they said they can't do that. Well, then I would be unsubscribing to them.
What do you mean? Mother's Day emails. I don't like what
a lot of companies, if you subscribe to places that like a lot of company emails, like, you know, for example, David's Tea, for example, I'm just using that one. They're like, oh, big Father's Day sale. And if Father's Day or Mother's Day is hard for you because you've lost a parent recently or whatever. And a lot of them push like, oh, get this before Father's Day. And they're showing you all the things, right?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. I'm not as sensitive as I was 5 years ago, but
yeah,
you know.
No, that's fair because, I mean, it's too bad they can't filter their ads to the correct audience. You know,
there was one.
Apparently, the internet knows everything about us, so they ought to be able to. If you can scroll something and you get the ads that apply to stuff you've been listening and watching, then it only makes sense that there ought to be the capacity for you to opt out of things that you don't want. You know,
there was a company, I can't remember who it was, but it was a pretty big company here in Canada. I think it might have even been Indigo Booksellers. And they were like, hey, there's going to be Mother's Day ads coming in the next few weeks. If you would like to opt out, please click here.
Nice.
And it gave you the option like ahead of time, right? Mm-hmm. So,
well, I know, like, I used to say, like, sometimes I'm like, your PR is like, so like Peacock, for instance, during like September-ish, I started getting like every ad, because I have ads on Peacock. Every ad was like for scary movies. I get it. It's that time of year. Right. But I emailed them and I'm like, I don't want to see this. And they're like, well, and so I emailed them and I'm like, well, I don't want my kids to see this. Obviously, don't have kids, but my point
100%.
was, and I said, there either needs to be something where you cater it to their queue already. And what makes you think that I would ever want to see something like that? My queue is Will and Grace, King of Queens, Friends. Like
Right.
there's
Clearly
nothing
not a scary
near-
movie person.
Nothing near where it would even be like close to that. Or you need to have where you can skip this ad. Like you can give me another ad. I'm not trying to get out of seeing ads. But like, hey, I don't want to see this, skip, and then skip to another ad. But y'all need to do something because this isn't, I'm like, I don't want my kids seeing this.
Yeah. I was looking up an author one time and I just ran across a video where she had been interviewed on some kind of news program because she had complained because there was something that was very graphic that was advertised like while her kids were getting ready for school or it was some kind of time when that like kids might be in front of the TV.
Sure.
And she called and complained. She's like, this is the middle of the day. This content should be like after 8 p.m. or whatever. She said it should be safe for all ages to have the TV on at this time of day or whatever. So I don't know whatever happened with it, but I just thought it was interesting because I hadn't really thought about it, but she's right. They're, I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely. No, there's
I just feel like you always get the recommendations from these streaming services. Why don't they see that would not be something that I don't have even in my wish list or things I want to watch in the future? Nowhere near that. It's all, daisies and sunshine, like I just feel like they should cater that. I mean, to be honest, I was like, well, if I see it again, I have like 9 streaming services. We really do have like 9 streaming services. I was like, I'll just be done because this is absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
I'm not having nightmares over. Yeah. Kim said, I agree, Sarah. Both are hard for me. My mama died on Father's Day, and it's all the same this year. Oh, 39 years this Sunday. Wow. That's a lot.
On a slightly lighter note on that one, Canada did our census, so you get mailed the census thing, and you have to do it online. Like you enter your code. So my mom handed it to me, and she's like, "Could you do this?" Because of course she wouldn't know how to do it. So you have to answer the questions about the people in your household, and they're asking sort of the relationship between how all the people are connected. And it's like for me, they said Sarah Phelan, is she the daughter of my mother, right? And then is the father living in the household? I'm like, well, he's in the household, but he's not living. I couldn't help it.
My grandmother.
Let them come knocking on the door to see what's going on at this house.
My grandmother that just moved to Illinois, like her husband, my grandpa Fred passed away, and I think it was 2014, I want to say. And like she would still get calls that would ask for Fred. And she'd be like, well, if you get a hold of him, let him know I said hi and I'm coming to him. Like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, well, I've told him 10 times that he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And there was a stand-up comedian I saw. It came through my feed recently. It was funny. I think her name's Taylor or something. She's a little she controversial subjects, but most comedians are controversial subjects. But her mother passed when she was quite young, and her father remarried relatively soon after her mother's death. But her mother had been cremated, and she was in the house. So when her father remarried, they taking the ashes, and he goes, he didn't know what to do with them. He's like, so he gave them back to her mother, like the grandmother, right? And she goes, I guess that was what, return to manufacturer? It's dark humor, but you kind of, after a certain point, you kind of got to laugh about it, right?
Jill said, have it. Ooh, veggie lasagna.
Oh,
I love
yum.
veggie lasagna. I never make lasagna, and I love it. I don't know why. I never make lasagna. Every other YouTube video is fine. Not sure how to adjust the quality. I don't know. That is really frustrating.
I think
sorry.
Cajun gives her the info a little bit later down.
Yeah.
Look for a tracking button, Kim.
Yeah.
Meg said, congrats on finishing your book, Cajun.
We're not the same age. She'll know what I mean.
Congrats, Cajun. Meg said, congrats on finishing your book, Naomi. And then she said, click on the little cogwheel settings on the video. When you hover over it and click quality, I just go up and down to see what makes an improvement. Nice, Cajun. Thank you.
Cajun.
No idea.
That's good for all of us to know. Thank you. And Cajun said, thanks to Meg. And Carmen said, congrats on the finishes. And then Meg says, you're welcome. Romantic Bookworm says, hi, everyone. Hello. I'm currently still reading Steel Princess, exception to the rule and bigger package all on Kindle.
Excellent.
Congratulations to all the finishers from Amy. People saying hi to Emily. Oh, when your daughter came in the room, I was like, Emily left, or did they mean bye? And then I started seeing multiple, and I'm like, okay.
It was my Emily, yeah.
Yeah, got it. Variety helps me keep track of the ridiculous amounts of books I've been in the middle of currently 15. That makes sense. Yeah, you have to when you read that many. Yes.
100%.
Jill says, hi, Kai.
And a very respectable number, by the way, 15. Good on you.
Meg said, so I've heard that Second and Charles has a great trade-in value for manga. I've never been to one, but would like to someday. Nice. I like the ones that do trades. That's really cool.
Agreed.
Anita says, hi, Kairu. He's still pouting. It is like too hot. Kevin sits outside all the time, but it's like just too hot right now, and Kairu just isn't for it. He's like, that means nothing to me. He's just like laying on the couch like, y'all hate me.
Oh.
Nadine said, hello, here I am. Hello, Nadine. We are glad to see you. A very exciting baseball game is over. White Sox beat the Dodgers. I'm assuming the exclamation point means yay. Now it's time for me to get back to reading the most famous illegal Goose Creek Parade. Oh, I've never heard of that. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's our group read. I'm totally teasing. 55 pages. Oh, 55 pages left. Enjoying it. You are far.
I only have about 60 left, so I think we're pretty close.
Nice.
Yeah, the Dodgers are the reason the Jays did not win the World Series last year. So no, we don't like the Dodgers.
Oh, okay. No Dodgers. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Amy said, hi, Nadine. And Jill said, pretty picture. And Cation said, Nadine. I finished during the last sprint. I really liked it. So it was that same one that Cation finished. Sorry. Got the hiccups all of a sudden. Nadine said, Cation, I can get the second and third book in the series to my library. Nice. Hooray for interlibrary loans. So I'm excited that I can stay in Goose Creek, Kentucky a bit longer. LOL. Nice.
Yeah, I own the second one, and I haven't looked farther than that to see how I can get the rest, but I'm excited to read the whole series.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh, and Sarah, there's a novella, which I think is like a 0.5, and it's called Horatio the Six-Toed Cat. And there's a six-toed cat in this book who is one of the first patients to visit the new veterinarian, and she starts talking about how that's like a mutation, and they're like, and then it starts saying that the whole town then doesn't want to see this new vet because they think she's terrible, when
yes
she was just spouting out med school knowledge, vet school knowledge.
It's one of Hemingway's cats.
Yeah, a lot. There are a lot of Hemingways. There are still six-toed cats.
One of the cats that I follow on Instagram, the golden something. The cat's name is Maple, and they have a golden retriever named Waffles, or vice versa.
Nice.
But the cat's a six-toe cat.
Nice.
Polydactyl. Yeah. Nadine says hi to Amy. Amy says, ended up napping due to a headache. Gonna say goodnight. Good night. I hope you feel better. That's a bummer. Anita said, I didn't read during that sprint. I had meatballs and pasta. Yum. And mushroom pasta sauce.
I've not had a good pasta in a while.
Sounds good. And Amy says, good night to Amy. No reading, put the laundry on and watch the news. Gotcha. Naomi said, I'm going to head out this sprint. I read 2 chapters of Anna Green Gables, wrote down my work schedule for this week, and started a Walmart order for tomorrow. Very productive.
Yeah.
Naomi, do you know who Amanda Flower is? In this picture, you really favor Amanda Flower. I think it's because it's far away, but maybe I just have her on the brain. I don't know, but
I can see that.
Meg said, I read some of the Lunar New Year love story and watched a YouTube video. Nice. And Amy said, that dinner sounds good, Anita. Yeah, that pasta does sound good. Mm-hmm. Finished dinner and read through page 165. Very nice. got to 25%. She just finished, and now she's at 25% of Laughter and Love in Nettleford on the Wold. Wald, number 2. I read the first 10%. Oh, okay. I read the first 10% this morning to keep my Kindle reading streak going. Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, because she had been reading the other one on Libby, so in order to keep her reading streak, she had to pick up something else.
Meg says goodnight to Naomi. Got to page 124, 164. Made it to 35% from Shannon. Cajun said, Nadine, I'm glad you can get them. You'll have to, Nadine, I'm glad you can get them. You'll have to let me know what happens in the Goose Creek series.
Hopefully, Cajun, they'll come back. They'll, come back through the author on ebook, on Kindle.
There was a lot of people saying goodbye to Roxy. I really enjoyed the book and gave it 5 stars. Amazing. That was the Hawaiian book. Kim said, I did change the quality. So far, it seems to be working. Oh, good. Fingers crossed. And the occasion said, yay, glad it seems to help. Some businesses do offer opt out for certain days, but not all do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jill said, I'm sorry, Kim, my dad passed in 2004 and mom in 2013. Oh, sorry. And then Kim said, thanks, Jill. Now with my daddy's diagnosis harder this year. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm glad you're getting to see him over Father's Day. Meg said, Kim, I'm glad it seems to be better for the video. Hey, Sarah. She said, I turned my Jade Kendall light pink with Post-its, and I'm loving the look. Oh, nice. I love that. Anita said, congrats to Cajun and Naomi. My stepmother put Father's Day flowers on my daddy's headstone for me and sent me pictures. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. A friend of mine and my boyfriend's passed in January of 2022. He appointed my boyfriend as executor, and as they were like brothers, and his ashes are on a shelf in our living room.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. Which is ironic, as one of his favorite places to hang out when he was alive was in a living room. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. And then Kim said to Elizabeth, I did think of the tracking button. Amy said, I'm going to get off and fix dinner, so good night if I don't make it back for the last sprints. Cajun said, Meg, that has a certain sweetness to it.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Congrats to Nadine. And then she said, thanks, I agree. Dodgers are the mortal enemies of the Braves, other than Freddie Freeman for me. Okay. We're not rooting for the Dodgers here. I've heard, yes.
No, we're not. We're not.
I mean, Esther, the movie's on Netflix. Oh, I don't know what movie, but thank you.
Someone mentioned a movie about a book. Was it maybe Remarkable Bright Creatures?
Oh, yes.
The movies.
Thank you, Sarah. In the comments, and thank you, Elizabeth. Meg said, Cation, I forgot to read my Kindle last week and broke my 3-year plus streak.
Yeah, no, that would make me cry.
Oh no,
that's so upsetting. I'm
that
so
would
sorry,
legitimately
Meg.
make me cry.
I feel like there should be take backsies. Like there should be a grace period.
A mulligan or whatever it's called.
Like you should be able to read an extra hour each day for the next
exactly
3 days to make up those days.
Cajun said, oh no, Meg, so sorry. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's so disappointing. I'm now keeping my own reading streak. Kindle keeps missing a day. Oh.
Yep, I do that on Bookly. I don't just read on my Kindle.
And then Kim said, I was always the VCR guru growing up in the house. That's funny.
That's cute.
I'm gonna put up our last sprint. I think we'll read to like 7:40, so just be about 15 minutes if that's okay.
That's perfect.
And that way we come back and wrap up.
Perfect.
And
5:30 comes super early here.
Oh, and we are ending the night with starry skies and
I love it.
Nice.
It's so pretty.
Okay.
That might put me to sleep.
Let me put up the banner for 40. I think I have one. Yeah, there we go. And happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
How was everybody's sprints?
I read a little bit more in the other book I've got on the go because I've got many books on the go. So We Meet Again by Suzanne Park, which is a really cute story. It's labeled as a romance, but it's actually more about it's about a woman who lost her job, moves home, meets up with a guy that she knew in middle school, blah blah blah. But it's more about her getting her life back together. So I'm really really enjoying it. I'm about 85% of the way through that one. I'd like to finish it tonight if I possibly can. So yeah, how'd you do, Elizabeth?
I did just fine. I started reading Harry Potter, and I got. I'm on page 8.
Yay!
It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a giant book,
right?
It is pretty big font, but there's no need to rush. I'll just enjoy it, and I'll read.
100%.
Yeah, I'll just enjoy it and read it. I've never read it in print before, and I'll enjoy these beautiful illustrations, and yeah, it'll be fun. So I'm glad for the excuse to do it.
I looked it up because I was trying to remember when I read it. And I read book 1 when book 3 was released. So I looked, it was 1999. Mm-hmm. So okay. I would have only been 20. So it was 27 years ago that I read it. So I haven't read it since then. So yay.
Wow. Yeah. It's crazy.
I remember when, because I was working at Disney, I think when I was 20, I started working at Disney when I was 24. And what year would that have been? I don't know. But I remember as they were coming out, because there were people my age who were just as into it as, kids were. And I would have coworkers who'd be like, yeah, we're going to camp out all night and wait for the new Harry Potter, to be released and all that kind of stuff. So
I do love the hype that surrounded it at the time,
Yeah, I know. It's silly.
It was very cool.
Yeah. Wait, what? So what you said again? I think I misunderstood you. What about?
No, the hype, the people camping out for the book and the excitement for the next book. I really loved that. It was all over the news, and I just thought it was so innocent and charming, and you know what I mean?
And it got a lot of people reading.
1,000%.
Who wouldn't maybe have picked up something, or Absolutely. Kids who were reluctant readers because they heard good things. They were all of a sudden, little kids were reading these giant books, and that.
Yeah.
And even adults that didn't enjoy reading were picking them up. You know.
Yeah. A funny story. One of our deacons at our church, he's probably 80 something. A few months ago, we have a Wednesday night dinner, and so people will sit around talking, they'll eat and talk and whatnot, and then we'll have a Bible study. So he had his phone out, and it was he has this little stand, so it's just sitting on the table. He was eating, and I looked and I saw he was reading. I was like, "Oh, what are you reading?" He's like, "What else? Harry Potter." And he's in his 80s, and I don't know how many times he's reread them. So just this morning, he was showing me some pictures on his phone, and I said, "Are you still rereading Harry Potter?" He's like, and he's like, "Yeah, of course."
That's delightful.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Secrets. He's like, "Yeah, I'm on number 2 again." Who knows how many times he's read them. He said, "And I have all the movies on DVD. If I want to watch something and there's nothing good on, I'll go to Harry Potter."
There you go.
Oh, that's funny. I am still trying to edit a video, and I read a little bit. I'm trying to edit in iMovie on my computer. I've never done that. I've always edited on iMovie on my phone. So it's very different.
I hate learning different things when it comes to that.
I know. And then Anita said, Meg, I'm so sorry that happened. Yeah, that's a real bummer. I'm telling you, there should be a grace period. Mary Jo said, good night, ladies. Thanks for the sprint. See everyone soon.
Night, Mary Jo.
So I believe I will be hosting tomorrow sprints at 7 p.m. here on my channel. I'll make sure I'll get with Storm, but I know she hosted last week. So Sarah, I'll still send it to you.
Please.
Just so if you want to hop on, whenever.
Yes,
and Elizabeth, I don't know if you're ever available on Mondays, but
if I can ever go on, I'll let you know. But y'all don't need to send me Monday stuff.
I figured.
Sometimes I'll pop in on the chat, but it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I'm committed to Sunday, but the rest of the week I just got other stuff.
Yeah.
So. I don't know how some of you guys have time to do as much as you do. It's like, oh my goodness. But kudos.
It can be a lot. Yeah. But I mean, I enjoy it. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
It can be a lot. Kim said, sometimes Kindle will add your missed days if you contact them through the help desk. Oh, Okay.
Or
Esther
Meg
Jane
hits the
says,
tracking button. Sorry, I'm
Esther Jane says, Sarah, I know, but I don't do streaming or cable. I will just wait until it comes out on DVD and comes to the library. Gotcha, Esther Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Cajun said, got to 30%. I continue reading the first chapter of Fierce Eden. Nice. Hope you're enjoying. Got to page 171. Nice, Jill. Carmen said, thanks for the Sprinsleys. Have a great week, everyone. You as well. I got to 58% in Lunar New Year. Very nice, Meg. Sarah said, I'm loving my my read of Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's
so
very
hard to
hard for
say.
me to say for some
It
reason.
is. It is. It's a tongue
It's
twister.
46% through. So good. Not for Tiffany.
Not for
Gotcha.
Tiffany.
Thank you for
Jared
that.
just got all of them. He was showing me when he was up here earlier. He's got the whole series. I think he's going to start them.
Nice.
People are loving that.
He's like, oh, there's a cookbook. And then he looked up. He's like, no, wait, it's a book. It's just called the Dungeon Crawler Carl Cookbook.
And
It's like a reading book. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Meg said, my cousin and I arrived early for the showing of book 7, parts 1 and 2. We would also rewatch the movies on a regular basis. Kim said, got to chapter 21 of Mystery at the Wedding, Eve Mallow 16 by Claire Chase. Excellent. Meg said, we went to the midnight movie releases. I knew what you meant. Willow Tree Crates, Angela said, I got to 35% in Penthouse Pools and Poison. I didn't want to pause.
I'm still thinking
The comma, like,
Pools and
the
Poison.
comma meant, like, yeah. Meg said, I would not have loved to go to the midnight releases of the books, but I would have loved to go to the midnight releases of the books, but didn't live near any bookstores and was 30 minutes from the nearest Walmart growing up.
Yeah.
Meg said, I now go to midnight book releases of some books as I live 10 minutes from Barnes & Noble. Excellent. Nice. That's really cool. Meg said, thanks for the info, Kim, about Kindle. I do know how to go back to get my streak, but I've only used it when I was reading Kindle, and for some reason it didn't track the streak.
I know you hate to, like, if you didn't actually read, you don't want to, like, have, you don't want to
BS.
You don't want to have a lie, but
yeah.
But yeah, still.
I know it's only you that you're lying to, but I don't know. It just
yeah.
It's still
Kim said, if you catch it in time, you can also change the time on your Kindle to catch it.
Oh. Okay.
And then Kim said, mine will occasionally lose mine. It lost mine last Thursday, and I know I read. Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, that happened to me one time on Audible. I joined this little challenge, and it was like, read, listen every day, and you get this little star. Well, some days I clearly listened for a couple of hours, and it didn't follow through. It didn't track, and I was like, and then it would say, you've missed. Well, I'm like, no, I did it. I was there. I was here. So that's sure.
What does everybody have coming up on their channel before we hop off?
Probably just vlogs as much as I can. Also, I'm hoping this week, I got some time after work to record a little video because, like I said earlier, Fiona and I have a readathon coming up in July. And also, I know Stormy's not here. She might be in the comments, so I don't know. But Stormy and I have a video coming out on Friday. We have videos coming out on Friday announcing something else coming in July.
Oh,
so
excellent.
All the main things in July.
Very cool.
What about you, Leslie?
I have still not put up my May wrap up. That's filmed and half edited. And I wanted to do a couple of mid-month things for the Slice of Life Readathon. So after the first 10 days, I filmed a little video on Friday. So it was already a couple of days late. And I've only got that half edited. So I gotta sit here tonight. If he's not beating the door down to get in here, I'm gonna try to get that up tonight. The little short one. It's not even little. It was meant to be little. So that's just like a reading update for Slice of Life. And then I still have to, at some point this week, get my May wrap up.
Nice.
So
yeah, I haven't done a May wrap up. I don't know if I will. Eventually,
you've had a lot going on, Tiff.
I did do Slice of Life book recommendations and put those up, and I have a book coming, a video coming up on Tuesday with Amy Marie So that'll go up Tuesday morning. And then I probably have one more, and I think it might be a book box, but I don't know that for sure. It'll just be come what may. And then tomorrow, I think I am hosting sprints here at 7 p.m. And let's see if the last the comments, and then I'm gonna hop off and get my egg put away.
Good idea.
Nick said, yes, Sarah, that was my reasoning for not going back to change, as I realized I didn't actually pick up my Kindle that day. Yeah, I know. It's still a bummer, though. I'm so sorry. And she said, thanks for the advice, Kim.
But you know what, Meg? Just congratulate yourself that you had a 3-year streak. That's amazing.
It's
100%.
amazing.
Wow, I did awesome. And then start again and see if you can beat it next time. See if you can beat your own record.
Anita said, thanks for the sprints, Tiffany, and I hope everyone has a good night. Be safe, stay cool. I hope to see y'all soon. Absolutely, Anita, you as well. And then Meg said, Kim, that would be nice. Yeah, if one device showed you everything everywhere you read. I agree. Kim says, good night, all. Cajun said, I've had that happen with Audible before, and it ticks me off. That would be frustrating. You did it, and then you didn't get the credit. Yeah. I think Storygraph does track as long as you go in there and see how many pages you've read of the book you're reading each day. And then Meg says, thanks for the sprints. That's why I'm keeping mine now on my Goodreads calendar, or my Google calendar. Nice. Oh, Storm is here. Storm. I'm assuming that I'm hosting tomorrow. Let me know. Message me in Discord, or I'll message you or something. We'll talk. I have my middle grade Monday, 2 on Tuesday, weekend review, series vlog, and announcement. My week is full. LOL. I like it. That's very true, Lizzie. That's a great idea. Absolutely. Yeah. And 3 years is amazing.
That is amazing.
Bill said, thanks for the sprints. Fun as usual. So we will see you all back here tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yep.
And everybody have a great week. And thank you to, oh gosh, okay. So Fiona and Emily and Blake and Roxy. Is that everyone?
I think so.
Emily?
I did. I said Emily. I think that's everyone. So then
you're
also for Sarah and Elizabeth, thank you guys all so much for joining us. Thanks
Thank you,
everybody in the comments. And thanks for spending your Sunday with us. Everybody have a great night, and we shall see you all later. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.